And again, this is where my buddy would be like, go limit order and, set it for a limit of 0.19 because it's at 0.209 now, and it'll go down and you'll get a deal and then it'll go back up. It's like, well, maybe, yeah. Cryptos do that, and you can see here. But you never know when it's going to hit a run and go past, a price point that it may never hit again, right? Like Bitcoin will never hit $100 again. And at what point was the last point that Bitcoin hit $100? And was there some guy with a limit order that was like, I'm gonna wait, it's 100 and one now, and I know it'll go back down to 95, and I can then profit off of it, and it never ever went there again. There are people that are probably kicking themselves for those kind of trades, and so that, like I said, I just buy it. All right, okay. And that makes a nice satisfying noise as well. Hello, and welcome back to Crypto Begin. I'm William, and today I want to talk about two different things. One is buying cryptocurrency. I'm actually going to demonstrate it and transferring it to other exchanges. And the second thing I'm going to talk about is an exchange that I personally, it's my favorite besides Coinbase Pro, and it's called KUcoin. And so we'll go ahead and jump right in here. All right, so here we are on Coinbase Pro. And the first thing I'm going to do is deposit some USD directly from my bank account onto Coinbase Pro. And if you've watched my earlier videos, I'm using Coinbase Pro because it has the lowest fees for exchanges, including on-ramping. Regular Coinbase will charge you about 3% to be able to buy cryptocurrencies with money directly from your bank account. But you can do it on Coinbase Pro for 0.5%. So we'll do that now here. So I'm clicking the deposit button. It was over here. It's grayed out now. We have this pop-up window that shows deposit. And so I'm going to look for specifically USD, United States dollar, and you'll see it here, not USDT or USDC or UST, but USD. Click that. And then it's got some options here. And I happen to have my bank account verified with Coinbase. And so I'll click here. And then it says amount. I'm going to put 400 in today. I've been saving for a few weeks here to do this demonstration video. So we'll preview the deposit, and it'll be available for me to trade instantly. Now, one thing I will say with Coinbase Pro, because of the fact that you get that discount, unless you have previously bought and left cryptocurrencies or some value of it on Coinbase Pro, you won't be able to move it right away. There's about a 5 to 7 day waiting period, and that's the trade-off. So that's why you see this available to withdraw here. In this case, it'll be 5 days. But for me, because I've bought a lot of crypto and left it on for quite a while, I would have to remove a lot in order to have to wait 5 days because it's kind of fungible. So I'm going to put click deposit USD. So what that's going to do, that's going to make an ACH exchange, an ACH withdrawal from my bank account, the same way it would as if I had used a credit card. Real similar, except without some of the fees involved with a credit card. All right, so then I'm going to go to portfolio button here, or actually I'm going to go to trade. Now, what do I want to do now? Well, the first thing I want to do is I want to deposit. So the first thing I want to do is I want to buy $100 worth of Bitcoin, $100 worth of Ethereum, and then I want to send $100 off to the KUcoin exchange, and I have an account there. The reason why I want to send the money there is so that I can buy gaming cryptos and other cryptos that I think are likely to go up. They've been hit pretty hard. If we use the tools that I showed you last week, the CoinGecko and the CoinMarketCap, then you'll be able to see, yes, they've taken quite a hit, and they've gone down, I think some of them lower than Bitcoin. As I said, Bitcoin leads the market. When it goes down, everything goes down. When it goes up, everything goes up. So there's an opportunity here. And KUcoin is an easy to use exchange. But how do I get my money to KUcoin? Well, each cryptocurrency has its own special ins and outs. And one of those features is how quickly it works. Now, there are a few of them that you can send very quickly. I have my favorites that I send quickly and without fees. Bitcoin's great for no fees or low fees, but it can take up to an hour for a Bitcoin transaction to be verified by the network and received on the other end. So the favorite ones that I've found so far are Solana. Solana works almost instantly and also very low fees. And then the other one is Stellar. So both of those are very quick, and I'll actually show you here. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to go to this trading right here on the right hand side of the screen. You can see there's a trading pair listed, BTC to USD. Now I can select a lot of different markets here. For instance, if I click BTC, it's going to show me everything you can trade BTC for, and there's quite a lot that you can trade BTC for on this exchange. It's a pretty big exchange. So, but we're just going to stick with USD. And when we use these trading pairs, you can buy or sell. So if you have some OX, call sign here ZRX, and you want to trade it for Bitcoin, you can do that, or you can trade Bitcoin for ZRX for OX. So just to show you there, that's how this exchange works. And each exchange has its own unique, where do I click type of features that we'll dig into here. So I'm just going to look up USD in the search bar. Oh, of course, right when I'm demonstrating, it's not going to show USD. All right, let's just click the USD button. We're going to click BTC to USD that it was already on. And I'm going to say buy. And there's a couple of ways to buy. You can do a market buy, or you can do a limit buy, or you can set a stop. So what a market buy means that you just want to buy it at whatever the current market price is. You're not trying to haggle. You're not trying to wait for a specific price. Limit here means I'll buy it, but I want to wait for it to hit this price, right? So usually that's a price that's lower than the market, right? So I could say, yeah, I want to buy it, and I want to buy, $100 worth of Bitcoin. Right now it's at 38. I want to wait until it hits 37.5, and I can put that there. And then what'll happen is this order won't go through right away, but it'll only go through when it hits that price, and that's a limit order. You can do the same thing if you're selling. So if I want to sell Bitcoin, it would be similar to this, except it would just say, or I can click this sell right here, there, and just say, how much I want to sell, $100 worth of Bitcoin, but I don't want to sell it until it hits like 39, 5 or whatever I want to get for it. I don't mess around with that too much because I've got a friend who swears by it. He's like, you get much better deals by fighting for those little percentages. It's always going to swing. You're going to get better deals, and he loves it. But for me, I just like to know that my trade went through, because if I say, well, I want to do a limit order and I don't want to buy it unless it hits 37.5 and then it goes to 40 and then keeps going, well, I've missed my opportunity to buy at that price. In my experience, that happens more often than not. In his experience, it doesn't. So it's just, whatever your trade style is, whatever you're comfortable with. And then the last item is stop. Stop is very similar to limit, but you can also hide your order from the market. So a limit order is market visible, and we can talk about books and orders and whatnot. But basically, all of your stops and your limit orders are going to be visible to the markets and the exchanges, and that they can use it to guide, sentiment. And it tells people what people are thinking about the price. You can also set a stop, which means it's very similar to a limit order. But what you do is you say, okay, how much and what price are you trying to hit? And what'll happen is your order won't become active until it hits a stop price. And that's what the stop price is. So let's say that I want to buy Bitcoin at $40,000, but I don't want anybody to see it. Well, I might say, okay, I want the stop price to be $39,999, and I'll buy it at 40. No one will be able to see my stop order. And occasionally you'll hear somebody use the term hunting for stops. So that's what they mean, is that stops will be hidden. And, if they want to buy at a certain price, I don't know the exact nature of what that term means, but basically stops are like hidden limit orders. So I'm going to go to market order and just buy my Bitcoin here. Let's buy $100 out of that 400. No, not 100 BTC. There is a way to change that here. Oh, I want to buy. Okay, yes, I want to buy. Okay, so 100 USD. And that's going to get me 0.0026159 Bitcoin. You know, I think that's minus the fee. Oh, there's a fee, 50 cents. So as we discussed, 0.5%. So I'm going to place that buy order. As you see here, it went through. Boom, $99.50 worth of Bitcoin just got deposited to my account here. All right, now I'm going to buy some Ethereum. So I'll go to select market, go to ETH, click on ETH. Where's my ETH USD? Well, I'll click on USD there. There's the ETH USD pair. And again, I'll just click down here. I'm in market. Just click 100 US dollars, place buy order. And once again, $99.50 worth of ETH bought. All right, now I'm going to buy some Solana to transfer over to KUcoin. So I'm going to hit SOL here. Sol USD. Ah, good. Nice trading pair. Just what I wanted. All right, I'm going to hit max because that's going to be the rest of my USD. And I had like 2 cents in there from before. So I'm going to place my buy order and I'm going to get 2.1 Solana at the current price of $94. Boom, place buy order. All right. So we've succeeded. Okay, so now on to KUcoin. Now I'm going to open up a new tab here, and I have a special bookmark just for KUcoin. So here we have the KUcoin website, and I've just logged in, and we are on the trading view part of it. I'm going to go ahead and hover over the assets part of it here, and I'm going to click the main account. So, the way KUcoin is set up, you've got, I can look at assets overview. It'll show everything in my trading account, everything that I have in my staking account, and everything that I have in my main account all together. Then there's my trading account. So the difference between the main account and the trading account, it's almost like two different exchanges, right? And so everything that's here, I can withdraw, I can deposit, and then I can also do staking operations or transfer it to other wallets, including our other like accounts, trading accounts. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look up Solana, and I have a number of things here that I've bought on the KUcoin exchange, and I'm just holding them. And we'll see what they do in a few years. A lot of people want to day trade. You got your Alex Beckers out there. They like to do a lot of swing trading, and they say, don't hodl your micro caps, but I'm gonna hodl my micro caps. Just gonna say Sol here in the search bar. Okay, so we have Solana, not to be confused with these other ones, and look very carefully at whatever you're buying and make sure it's the exact thing with the exact market symbol. All right, so what I want to do then is deposit Solana onto my KUcoin account. So I'm going to click this deposit button from the main account here. All right, here is a wallet address. So I'm going to click this symbol, the two sheets. That means copy this to the clipboard. Now, whenever you're transferring cryptocurrencies, you're going to get this big long phrase here. In order to get that phrase over to the place that you're sending it from, there's a couple of methods. I use a desktop, and I recommend a desktop. And I use this cut and paste here, so that basically copies it to the keyboard. You see that copy. But another thing you can do if you're using your phone is use your barcode scanner and a QR code, and then it'll bring it up in QR form, and that'll put the address into whatever you're trying to do as well. So I'm going to go back over here to Coinbase, and I'm going to click my portfolio here. And I also bought some Solana a few weeks back and at a bigger, higher price. I'm going to send all of it. Withdraw here is the button you're going to click, and clicking Solana, withdraw Solana to a crypto address here. And then as soon as I click here, I'm going to right click on my mouse and click paste and boom. And don't put any letters or symbols in there after that. You don't need to worry about it. Just click out of the field. Oops, hold on, paste. And then hit return, boom. Now, what'll happen is sometimes, and I've never ever done this, a lot of times people will be worried, am I going to send crypto to the wrong address? Because if I do, the network's just going to send it off to space and it'll be lost. That does happen sometimes. I've never done it. I've done probably thousands of crypto transactions. Never once have I lost crypto. Although on some crypto exchange times for like Bitcoin, it can take a while. It's natural to panic and freak out. So sometimes what you'll do at first is you'll send a test amount, like a little bit, send it, make sure you got the address right, and then wait for it to go in. And then once it does, then you feel more comfortable about sending the rest. I'm not queasy about it anymore, but it used to kind of freak me out a little bit. So it's just something you'll have to get used to. So I'll hit max here. Oh, and they have validation tools now too. So it actually checked to see whether this was a valid mathematical address at least. You know, they can do that and say, is this even a Solana address? You know, or is it a Bitcoin address? Is it an Ethereum address? Is it not an address at all? And I'm just going to do something that's might make people a little nervous. So I'm going to clear this out just for an example. I'm going to repaste this, and then I'm going to type another letter here, and then hit return. Invalid SOL address. All right, so there's a little bit of a safeguard in modern tools here. So I'm going to clear that out, paste this, send in the paste. All right, hit return. Valid SOL address, send in the max, scroll down here, and I'm going to hit withdraw. All right, now it's 8:54. According to my clock here, right on the dot, I'm hitting withdraw. Withdraw. Or I'm not, I don't know. Okay, there was an issue here. All right, so I told it to send the whole amount, but apparently there's a small network fee. There it is. So I'm going to take off one little decimal point off the back end there. And now it's 8:54 and 25 seconds. I'm hitting withdraw. I've got to send out a two-step verification code has to be sent to my phone here. So we're going to do that. That just got texted. I've got my phone on silent here. They just sent it, so I'm going to type in the verification code for this transaction. And this is a one-time code, so in case you're freaking out, thinking, "Oh, don't write your code where everyone can see it." It's like, no, this is a one-time, one and done. Will never be an issue. All right, we just sent the Solana at 8:55 was when the transaction actually went through. All right, your withdrawal has started. All right, so this may take a few minutes. Again, I said 8:55. So let me click on the KUcoin exchange here. And I am done with Coinbase Pro, so I'm going to close that. I'm going to switch over to a different filter here, which will allow us to see more of the screen. And I don't have to hide as much now because I don't have like my name and information that I had to use a special filter to block out. So we're waiting for this. I'm going to go back to assets and go back to my main account. All right. Let's scroll down here. We're waiting for about $270 worth of Solana. So it should be in here between Sand and Phantom when it comes in. All right. So in the meantime, I'm going to go back over onto the trading screen of KUcoin, and I'm going to hit spot trading. All right. So I'm going to hit the spot trading. Now, KUcoin has a little bit of a different interface. You can see the order books here for the trading pair. Right now it's showing Bitcoin to USDT. That's Tether. It's got the recent trade screen. It's got the current price, and you've got your candles here. Now, over the past few weeks, there we go. It is now 8:58, so it took about 4 minutes for this SOL to arrive. So over the past few weeks, I have been researching different gaming cryptos that went down that I want to buy. All right, so now that the Solana has come in, I want to use it to trade for other cryptos. But not every other crypto that I want to buy has a trading pair for Solana, but most of them have one for USDT or sometimes Ethereum. And I haven't run into one thing on KUcoin that I couldn't buy with either USDT or Ethereum. So I'm going to exchange all of my Solana for USDT. So much like Coinbase Pro, I'm going to type in SOL here. That's the trading symbol for Solana. And I'm going to trade Solana for USDT. Now you'll see this 10x. That doesn't have anything to do with the trading pair. That's an advertisement for how much leverage you can use in margin trading. Again, I don't really want to get too far into margin trading. Maybe again in a future video, we'll see. But right now we want to click Solana USDT. And so now we're on that trading pair. We've got our chart. And if I scroll down here, the screen's a little big. You know what? I'm going to hit Control minus and shrink the screen a little so we can try and get more of it on. Control minus. And if you guys didn't know, here's a tip. Control minus and Control plus will shrink any screen in your browser. So you can enlarge and you can shrink. But now we have everything on one page here. Might be a little bit small for those of you with little screens. But here you have something very similar to what was on Coinbase Pro's exchange, where you've got your limit orders, your market orders, and then your stop limits, which is stop orders, which is basically just a hidden limit order. So again, I like market orders. Now on KUcoin, the default is set to limit. So I'm going to go over to market here. And the controls here, I want to sell Solana. So you got your buy and your sell here. So I'm just going to click this 100% sell. Okay, so here's the problem, right? I'm like, well, we just saw that the Solana came into to KUcoin. What's the problem? The problem is that it came into our main account and not our trading account. So we're going to put it in the trading account. So I'm just going to open a new window here. Open a new tab. Click over to the new tab. All right, and we're in our main account. And as I predicted, here is Solana right between Sandbox and Phantom. I'm going to transfer this, so I click transfer. Now with KUcoin, you can just click this number, available amount, and it'll autofill this. And you'll see here, main account to trading account. Great, that's what I want to do. Confirm it. Boom. And go to trading account here. And there it is. And I've got some other things in my trading account here that are set up for limit trades and stop limits. So that's why some of this other stuff that I have is basically just a small portion of what I have in my main account that's set up. You know, it has to be available in your trading account if you've got limit orders or stop orders. So now that I have the Solana in there, I'm just going to close this window, go back to the other one, hit this 100% here, and look, it shows right up. You can also see it here. So SOL balance 2.776, blah, blah, blah. All right, let's sell the Solana here, and boom, hit sell. Okay. And that makes a nice satisfying noise as well. It's like a cash register being dunked underwater, weirdly, or something. I don't know. But yeah, so now we have the USDT. Now I'm going to go through and buy about 20 different gaming coins and other coins that were on a steep discount. And I'm going to go through it really quickly here. So one of them I want is Gala Games. So I'll click that, Gala USDT. And again, avoid Galax 3L or any of this. This is, you know, not what we want. You always want to make sure that you have the correct trading symbol. So Gala USDT. All right, now my USDT balance is 263. I want to buy about 20 different cryptos. So I think I want to buy about $10 worth of this. So I'm going to say I'm still on market here. I'm going to go 10. And again, this is where my buddy would be like, go limit order and, you know, set it for a limit of 0.19 because it's at 0.209 now. And, you know, it'll go down and you'll get a deal and then it'll go back up. It's like, well, maybe, yeah. I mean, cryptos do that. And you can see here. But you never know when it's going to hit a run and go past, you know, a price point that it may never hit again, right? Like Bitcoin will never hit $100 again. And at what point was the last point that Bitcoin hit $100? And was there some guy with a, you know, a limit order that was like, I'm going to wait, it's 100 and, you know, one now, and I know it'll go back down to 95 and I can, you know, then profit off of it, and it never ever went there again. There are people that are, you know, probably kicking themselves for those kind of trades, and so that, like I said, I just buy it. All right, so I'm just going to hit buy Galax, and again, we're going to hear that noise. All right, I just bought $10 worth of Galax, and that's Gala. And that's another thing I want to be careful about too. Now, I'm going to pull a tab over from my other screen here. CoinGecko shows Gala Games as GALA. KUcoin shows it as GALAX. That's weird. It can happen. It's not common. So on that particular one, it's not the greatest example, but just showing you. Harmony. So this symbol for that one is 1. I want to pick up some of that. 1. And that's down a good several percentage points over the last few weeks. Let's see here. I'm looking on another screen here. Yeah, in the last 2 weeks, it's down 45%. So I'm definitely picking some of that up. With KuCoin, again, it just makes it easy. You find your trading pair. Screen's the same. I'm clicking 10 down here in USDT. I'm on the wrong trading pair. 1, ONE. No data. Oh, there it is. 1, USDT. Okay, that's what the trading pair that I want is. Okay. I'm going to click 10 and buy. All right, great. Got it. Meta Hero is another one. The symbol for that one is Hero. And Meta Hero is a project that will have scanning booths in local areas for you to scan your face so that you can use your face as the profile on your metaverse avatar. And if you don't know what the metaverse is, that's okay. There's a lot of talk about it, and it's a ways off, but it might be the future. So this is a speculative investment. I'm buying $10 of it. Boom. All right, brought Flux. Boom. Ultra UOS, a great pickup. All right, Super Farm, $10 of that. All right. Now, one of the cryptocurrencies on my list actually does not have a trading pair for USDT, and that's Centivate. That's SNTVT. And it only has ETH and Bitcoin. So I've got 37 Tether left here. I'm not going to spend it all on SNTVT, but I'm going to transfer some of it to ETH. So I'm just going to go ETH to USDT. There's the pair. And we're going to do $10. I'm going to say buy ETH. That went through. And then I'm going to type in SNTVT to ETH. And now I can click 100% ETH and buy SNTVT. So minus a few small fees from the transactions, I have about $10 worth of SNTVT. And I think that's all I'm going to do. I'm going to leave a little bit of Tether in my balance here in my trading wallet because that way if we get another swing down again, then we will be able to take advantage of that. So I've got about 27 left. So I'm going to go back to my trading wallet here, assets, trading account here. And everything that I bought, I had most of it, but now I just have some more that I bought and added to my funds at a lower rate here, and I can scroll through. You can see some of these. And then I can take these and send them back over to my main account. And then I can send them off from there. I'm just going to leave them here for now until my stops hit. And that way I won't accidentally send too much over to my main account and invalidate those transactions. So, because if you have a stop order in and you don't have enough funds, let's say I have a stop order here for, 20 AVAX, or, zero point 0.4 AVAX, let's say, and I move, all of it over except for, zero point 0.1. Well, when that stop hits, the trade won't be executed because I won't have enough in there, and I don't know exactly, how much I have set up on each of these trade stops. So I'm leaving it in here for now. But yeah, so that's what I love about KuCoin, though, is again, on my last video, I showed you there were so many good coins that only KuCoin offers. And so that's how you do it. You just, my way is, transferring some Solana over, sending that Solana from the main account to the trading account, going into the spot trading and finding the trading pair for Solana to USDT. And then from there, except for the one coin, everything I could trade for USDT, and build up my bags of, a lot of these different gaming cryptos, which I do think have potential, and I will be holding them. I'm not going to swing trade these. So, everybody has different strategies. Holding has been good for me. I've tried swing trading it a little bit. They say that time in the market beats timing the market. So anyway, that's the video. Hope you enjoyed it. Again, here to help you guys. I really think, again, crypto is the future, and that we have a once in a lifetime opportunity. So here to show you the nuts and bolts, tips and tricks, and specifically where to click of each different asset of the crypto trading world, and hopefully help bring my friends and family and all my viewers into the future. So as usual, thanks again for joining me here today. I hope you learned something, and I hope I can help you. Again, not gonna ask anybody to click anything, but if you want to click the like button or the subscribe button or leave a comment or share my video or post it on social media, feel free. Again, just, really trying to help the community here with some of the things that I saw a need for in terms of learning the specifics of how to, enjoy it. And I'll see you in the next video. Thanks, guys.